computer. Thank you. So, all right, welcome to the start session. We just quickly cover next 30-40 minutes, okay? About, so you know how to post a general ledger account. Rekha, you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
I can.
so we all know how to post to general ledger accounts, right? GL is your source. Source of truth. You post to general ledger account. Then when you post to general ledger account, so you need GL accounts, you need cost centers, profit center, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So what is the purpose of cost center? What is the use of cost center? To capture the cost, right? To where? Capture cost into? No, capture cost into where? Okay, so what's the use of cost center? Cost center is to capture the cost. Okay, cost center is also part of your overheads cost controlling. What is called overheads cost controlling? What is overheads, by the way? What's overheads? Come on. Exactly. Example? I'm having a hard time.
Can you record this session?
I'm recording it.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I'm just struggling with these two screens here because, okay, so I got to go up here and come here. Gotcha. So utilities, right? Indirect cost, utilities, right? Overhead. Anything that is not direct cost. What's the direct cost? Material, manpower, machinery, these are direct costs, directly attributed to your cost. Right, Rekha? You hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. I
Okay.
put in a mute, so you know.
Yeah, yeah.
you don't
So
hear
I
me.
wanted to, I mean, the reason is I wanted to capture some of the sentences today so that, we will speak about this. When I speak about, at least you have some idea.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you will capture it and at least you digest it. And if you miss something, you can actually create your own story.
Okay.
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 Somebody just distracted me. 1 second. It happens. Okay, what I was thinking, yes. So cost center, you post to cost center captures the cost. Okay. Then let's say you have utilities. Okay, what do you have? Utilities, right? Tell me some indirect costs. Utilities, rental, those are utilities. Rental, what else? Your ISIT cost, right? ISIT. What is ISIT? Systems and that's overheads, right? It's not directly contributing to production. Okay. When this ISIT cost, okay, they work for all the users, end users, correct? They support the entire organization. It's a overhead, right? Overhead. What's overhead? On top of your head, right? Overhead, right? It goes everywhere. It covers everywhere. Correct? Can you tell me which roof give you shade or provide you from, fallen rocks or anything? No, the entire roof, right? Can you just tell me exactly which portion giving you shade? No, you can never measure that, right? That's why they have overheads. What's called overheads? It's on top of it. It takes care of, right? It's spread everywhere, right? Rental. You pay rental for the whole building. Exactly. Then let's say, just give an example. ISID cost, right? Nestle spends about, exactly. So Nestle spends about, let's say $50 million every month on ISIT cost, salary, wages, maybe $70-80 million, right? Just ISIT, which is ISIT cost means your salary, usually, right? All the workers' salary. When it's ISIT cost, what is ISIT cost? Their salary, right? Worker salary. You belong to a functional area, ISIT team. Okay, there's something called functional area. I'm just trying to.
Are you writing something? I can't see it, anything.
I am going to right now.
Oh, okay, okay. Otherwise, it's nothing like only I missed it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't miss
Okay,
it.
okay, okay.
Just get distracted. Okay. So what goes into ISAT cost? Tell me what goes into ISAT cost. Okay. Is it right? Salaries or salary? Hmm? Salaries and wages, right? Mm, No, they have daily workers too in ISAT cost. Or the networking people, right? The networking people, their daily wage. Could be, it's okay. Salary, wages, and then what else? Depreciation. Depreciation, laptops, right? Servers, right? Computers, PCs, right? Those are the costs, right? And then what else? Quick. Yeah, insurance for those, right? Salary, wages, and benefits, everything, right? Hmm? Everything's a cost, right? Insurance for insurance, yeah. And then what else? Amortization. Who knows amortization? Not not amortization. Amortization. Can I quickly Google? Let me know. Somebody. What's she should know. Our Reka. Right. What's that amortization means? So you send a cat. This is what we're talking about, right? Accruals and deferrals. When you spend money, you build a new project, right? Then you slowly recover the cost. You slowly that's called amortization. Slowly do it. Right? You buy a house, then you pay. What do you call it? What do you pay? There's no EMI here. Mortgage, right?
Mortgage, right? Yeah.
That's where the word came from. Mort, right? Mort means something you pay back, right? Right? It's also mortuary, the dead bodies, mortuary. Yeah, it's also from there. You pay back, right? End of the day, your life is done. And UARY stands for a place where things are arranged or things you can view. Estuary, aviary, that the airy come from there. Okay, amortization, and then what else? Anyway, let's stick here. Okay, so these are the costs you incur, but your ISIT supports all the functions, right? So very important thing is functional area in a company. Similar to cost centers, right? We also have a functional area. What's functional area? What's called function? Right. What's called function? In a company, what are the functions? So let's talk about it. In your daily routine activity, what are the functions? Your routine activities. What are the functions? What do you do? Functions. How do you bucket them? Put in a categories. Not a lot of things. Categories. You? Hmm? Yeah.
Everything. Production.
Yeah. What is that? Tell me all the functions.
Production, sales, marketing.
I'm really. I'm matching. What is marketing? What else? Right, sorry, what is production, sales, marketing, production, manufacturing, And then that's it. What is okay? So these are functional areas, right? End of the day, company wants to know how much I spend for production, what's my total cost for sales, total cost for marketing, total cost of corporate finance, total cost of ISIT, total for anything, could be anything, right? How much I spend for each function. So it's called functional area. How do they allocate? How do they know? Tell me. That's what I'm asking you, right? Today, take your case. Can you tell me how much you spend on your breakfast? Not eating, food, right? That's food is a department, right? Cooking is department, right? Showering is department. Cleaning is department. These are the functions you do. Okay? These are the functions you do. You do all type of things, right? These are all types of things. These are functions, right? How do you allocate your hours, right? You know number of hours, how much you spend. How do you have a clock, right? You allocate number of hours. Similarly, when you spend money for production, how do you know? You measure, right? Correct? Similarly, when the ISIT cost. So ISIT, the reason I'm saying is this all goes to a cost center and simple, right? All this goes to a cost center because these are expenses to a company or overheads to a company. Okay, we are talking today about overheads cost accounting. What are you doing today? Or overheads cost controlling. Cost object controlling. Okay. Overheads cost accounting or overheads cost controlling. So you use cost centers to capture the ISIT cost. Then you have the cost. Then how do you allocate to this? Right? End of the day, when you spend money, you have to allocate it. Correct? To different functions. You know, you understand, right? Right? Yeah, good. Why you have to allocate?
That's how we know how much we spend.
Exactly. The company spend money, right? Right?
We should know
Be accountable. Right? Somebody has to be accountable for the money. Right? If I spend money, somebody has to be accountable for this money. Right? Correct? Tomorrow you run a company. So when you spend money for apartment, you spend money for this and water, everything, right? You should know where the money is going into, whom I'm allocating to. Allocating to accounts department, to sales, or marketing, or to my own, entertainment and all this stuff, right? So end of the day, when I spend this money, I have to allocate. How do I allocate all this to functional areas? I have this, let's say, I said the cost, I said $70 million every month, okay? Let's say for the month of whatever it is. Let's put $70 million in February, okay? Bhavana, how do you allocate this cost? The cost center captures the cost. From the cost center, how do you allocate this function area? So another typical example.
Depending on the production.
Good point. And then how? So typically, let's take an example. We have a warehouse, huge warehouse. Okay, Amazon warehouse or Walmart warehouse. Inside, Amazon stores a lot of items, right? They have groceries. Yeah, groceries. What's that? And electronics. Electronics. Okay. Yeah. Toys, right? Apparels, furnitures, right? Equipment, whatnot. Okay, they have different departments, and they have managers for them, each of them, right? Now, Amazon pays for the entire warehouse. Let's say $100,000 per month, correct? And they get to allocate the cost to the account manager. Because everyone has a responsibility, right? People go to a company, they have responsibility. That's why they have line of business, vice presidents. Have you heard about LOB? Right? The line of business. Everybody has a responsibility, correct? So when they make a sale, the cost also to be allocated to them, right? So in Nestle, they have baking division, prepared foods, ice cream, pizza, coffee made, beverage, all this stuff. Every division has a vice president, right? And each division called line of businesses. And each vice president is responsible for their finance, sales. And they get their own, vice president, finance, marketing, they have their own department. But they all sit in one floor, so one building. Okay. The company pays $700,000 per month for rental. Then what do? They have to allocate the cost, right? How do they do it?
Depending on the production or depending on
Could be anything, right?
so it depends on this function production there is this areas how to allocate the cost versus there is some I think it depends.
But what is the base? How do you allocate the cost?
That's
How do you allocate the cost? Let's say you are there, you pay rental $700,000 per month. Okay. End of the month, you have to allocate the cost because you cannot be responsible, right? That's why they call it divisional P&L, profit and loss account. Okay. That's called divisional P&L because when they make sales, they know how much they're making, how much coffees they're selling, right? How much ice cream they're selling. But expenses come from where? From the point, right? Any idea?
how do they allocate that?
How do you allocate? You tell me. Yeah, it's end of the month, end of the year, end of the month, you got $700,000 you paid for rental. And I'm telling you, no, you're just paying it, right? You're just paying it. You don't know anything, right? You're just paying for being buddy.
Is the coffee?
Right? How do you allocate? You tell me. It'd be easy, right? Let's say you are an apartment. Okay. There's one person who eats a lot of food. One person barely eats. The other one medium. Okay. The end of the month you spend $400 for groceries. How do you allocate?
Depending on
How? I know. How? So you have 3%, right? You have 300, you have $400. How do you allocate? Tell me, just give me percentage.
if you eat more and for example one person is having food more
Like Bhavana, okay?
like me.
Okay.
And I pay 200. I don't know exactly how rich.
Hmm?
I divide
By how? By size of
my
belly?
total cost. My responsibility. What I'm responsible for. Based on
No, you already have $400, right? How do you allocate? You measure their belly?
See, I'm making coffee as well. I'm like providing his all food as well, so I could get paid more than.
We're talking about apartment. Oh, there has to be some proportion, right? The proportion. There's a proportional allocation. What do you call it?
Proportion.
Proportional allocation. How do you proportional, right? You say, okay, she's eating more, I put $100, $200. Somebody doesn't eat, I put $50. Okay, somebody who is, here and there, $150. Great. But it is questionable, right? When it's proportional, it's always questionable. Correct. You have to quantify. The manager come and ask why you are spending, why you are allocating $200 to work. What would you say? Right, there has to be some measurement, right? Hello? Hello? Okay, how do you allocate? Percentage, right? Yes, proportion. You have to have some quant drivers, okay? So allocation based on allocate based on proportion, percentage, drivers, cost drivers. Have you heard about cost drivers?
I have heard the word.
Cost driver. What is driving the cost, right?
Mhm.
So you're in a building, you pay $700,000 for it. Let's go to apartment, okay? What is driving grocery cost? Eating, right? And you can say how many times somebody eats. That's a proportion, right? Right? Or how many plates they eat. There is some proportion, right?
Even how much quantity?
Yeah. How many plates? Yeah. Right? How often she eats, how many. So those are your cost drivers. You can put a percentage, right? Proportion, right? Let's say you're making 100 meals a month. She eats for most of the meals. So that is a percentage, right? Right? You got to come with some proportion. So usually rental, they will do by floors. If they pay 23 floors building, $700,000 rental, one whole floor is occupied by SIT, one floor by production department, one floor is sales. They divide by 23 and allocate the cost, right? Agree? So in this situation, the number of floors become your percentage or cost driver, right? And you let's say take us to Amazon warehouse. What is the cost driver there? How do you allocate the percentage?
For what? Thing?
No, in Amazon warehouse, right? There are a lot of products there. Each a category. Each has one accounts manager, right? How do you allocate?
On the space.
Hmm?
Space.
Exactly.
That's what I
Exactly.
mean.
How? Tell me about better tips.
Coffee. No water is getting hot. You don't have to.
Hmm.
If you're looking for something.
Yeah. How? Yeah. Tell me number.
Square
Square feet. Yeah. Right. You know when you go to in your childhood when you go to school, when you do arithmetic problems, right?
Mhm.
They tell you 2 donkeys go first, 3 donkeys come. You are adding later. What is the answer? What did you write? What would you write? You have 2 donkeys first. You're buying 3 more donkeys. What is the answer? 5 donkeys, right? Yeah, so five donkeys. So you always in numbers, right? Square feet. When it says space is what? By kilometer, by square feet, right? By pillars, right? By columns, by roof, square feet. So you usually divide by square feet. You said totally 10,000 square feet. How many square feet this guy is occupying, right? That's how they do for warehouse. Where all the warehouse cost allocation, that's how they do it. And who does it? All the calculation done by the cost center manager. I am paying for the warehouse rental. Somebody has to pay, right? Somebody's going to pay. So when I pay the cost rental, I'm taking the expenses. Then I have to end up the month. I have to allocate to different departments, right? All this happens in overheads cost controlling. Hmm?
Too much.
Why? What's the confusion? Yeah. How many cost center you think a company like Nestle will have? Cost center. How many cost center? Are you following, Rekha?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. How many cost centers?
More than 100 maybe, or more than that.
1,200 cost centers. They have 1,200 cost centers. Okay. Huh? So manufacturing, right? Just take your manufacturing. They have 80 plants, which includes manufacturing plants, distribution centers, warehouses. They call it DCs. Distribution center, they call it DCs. Okay. Okay. They have 82. Then each of the 82, they have one warehouse, right? That's one plant. They have multiple cost centers again. That's a group. One warehouse is a cost center group hierarchy. Okay. Under which we have multiple cost center. Okay, forklift, maintenance, plan, all this stuff, right? Repairs and whatever it is, condensing, air conditioning, right? Correct. So a lot of things, packing, loading, unloading, picking, everything, right? So there were several of them. So that's just in factory. They have offices, they have commercial buildings, they have offices, they have sales department, right? There's 200 cost centers, employees, right? All the employees have to have a cost center. Because all my salary go into the cost center. When they pay me, my cost center will be global ISIT cost center. My cost will go to them. Then end of the month, somebody will allocate. Okay, what is the plan?
Then cost center and functional services.
They're not the same. Cost centers
But
used
each
to.
one, there are, each functional area has several.
Good point. Yes. She's getting it. Yes. Functional area you cannot allocate. It is only to receive the cost. Just throw the cost. Okay. Cost centers are you can allocate. Now, cost centers are tagged to functional areas. You're right. So more than one cost center could be allocated to functional area. So when cost center receives the cost, it shows up in a functional area. Got it? Good. Now, you're clear, right, Rekha?
Yes.
Great. Now, this is all about cost center. It's just pretty simple. Okay. In the overhead cost accounting, they have cost center, they have internal orders. Okay. Cost centers, internal orders, and WBS. These three are project systems. Those three are important. Okay. So we are good here. Yes, yes. Allocate the cost based on proportion, percentage, cost rate. Right. Now
Yep.
let's go to. So that is how you can derive a divisional P&L, divisional profit and loss account. Because when somebody spends the whole money, the divisions don't know, right? They got to receive the cost, right? When I receive the cost, I pay the money, then I take the rental, I allocate to each floor. Okay, this floor has, let's say, one floor has 3 departments. How would you do?
One floor has different, depending on the square feet, each department has its
Right, square feet or number of desks. Desks.
desk.
Desks. People don't sit on the floor, right?
Oh, okay.
Desks,
So
right?
that is also cost, right?
Yeah, computer desk, right? So you take based on the computer desk. How many computer desks on the floor? Right, 100. And how many is used by sales? Then you take this and allocate. This is percentage, right? You end up the day, you got to get some percentage.
No, they can use different cost price to allocate expenses.
Different words.
Cost price. This is one of the
Cost drivers.
drivers. Yeah.
Cost what?
Drivers.
Cost what?
Cost drivers.
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 Yes. Cost drivers. Yeah. One of the cost drivers. They can use anything. I'm just giving an example, right? So just tapping into a common sense, right? Somebody's eating more. That's why I started, right? How do you allocate the cost, right? You can obviously go and measure the belly, but at least you know how many times they eat, how much quantity they eat, correct? So we know functional area. Now, how do you allocate the cost? When it's allocate, right? There has to be some tool, right? It's not like in a book, okay, I have this, go to D, give me D, right? You have to pay me only $200, right? There has to be some tool. So how do they allocate the cost, right? The problem with this is this guy just stays there. Even if I go to other screen, it just stays. Now, how do you allocate cost, right? It's a big deal in a book closing. Okay. Do you know about book closing? Have you heard of book closing?
Which content is
Exactly. What do they do? Just write your name. Thank you. You got to give me. You owe me. You overdue.
okay.
How do you allocate? What is the month end close? What do they do? What does it mean? What do they do? Give me a phone. Please.
Then what's the question?
Ask her.
What is the month? So every month you have certain transaction, right? So book closing means that there is some periodic thing like as the company policy. So there is some period so you have to close that period, and you have to like
Hey,
report
let me
everything.
tell. Rekha. Rekha,
Yes, yes, yes.
do you mind sharing your? Somebody's asking me your passport copy. An American vendor. I work with her very closely.
Hmm.
You mind sharing with me? See you.
Sure, sure, sure. Let me see. It might have it in my picture. I'll send it to you.
So this is the lady, Julie Smith.
Julie Smith.
For Rekha, I need a full legal name, and U.S. citizen for verification.
What? Okay. Not the driver license work?
I'll tell you the story.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Maybe. I think I have it in here.
Because everybody has a driving license, right?
True. I might have it in the computer. I'll just share it with you. Do you want to send it right now?
Yeah, if you can, I'm going to finish this email.
Immediate start for Rekha. I need a full legal name, her current confidential customer. I also make sure that I phone number. Need a base number one of the questions. She's US citizen. What the heck? Okay. Because I have it in my phone. While I'm changing it, I just save it somewhere. So it don't take me long to send it.
Okay. Yeah. Just do me your name. Just send it to me. Now, how do you allocate costs during the book closing, right?
Mhm.
So how do you allocate the cost? There is a cost in the cost center. Okay. There's something called cost center reposting, and then cost center distribution and cost center assessment.
What is the internet?
I'll tell you. It's similar to cost center. It's something like a cost center.
Oh, right.
Okay. There's a cost center reposting, cost center distribution, cost center assessment. Why they have all these three allocation methods? So reposting is basically once you post a cost center, okay, you just basically repost it, take the cost center and send it to other cost center. Or cost and reposting or reclassing, also reclass. Okay. Distribution is you put percentage from one cost center, something like warehouse. You distribute all the cost elements. Okay, warehouse, because in the warehouse you spend a lot of other things too, utilities, blah 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 everything. Okay, you collect all the costs. The end of the warehouse manager says all the cost, right? He pays for utility, gas, condensation, whatnot, everything, wages, workers, everything. To the cost center who is actually using that by different departments function. They will do the distribution by percentage. Assessment. What is assessment? Okay, there is a lot of topics. If you get anyone that is senior with farming. What I'm saying is, so what is this cost and assessment? Okay. What is called assessment? Can somebody tell me the difference between cost and distribution and cost and assessment, please?
Distribution is based on the percentage.
Mhm.
Assessment. Assessment is a method of allocating salary and percentage. It's based on the activity, not the percentage.
Based on what?
Activity.
How?
How it depends on the nature.
Can you check your email?
Sure, I will do that. This is just this text is this is it just takes that. See,
Why?
that's what I don't like about this text.
Just cut and paste when you can see the notepad, right?
I don't know. But anyways, what's the difference?
Distribution is based on percentage and assessment is based on the activity.
Can you just go on mute?
I'm not you.
I'm here.
Yeah, come here.
Okay, so this is my blog spot. I used to maintain very dutifully back in the day.
You can see that.
You can see it?
No, you can close it.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I want to see. Yeah, that's.
What are you showing? I didn't see anything.
Yeah, yeah. Let me share. New share. Screen number 2. Let's zoom in share. You see it?
What do you see?
Yes, yes.
Nothing.
Why nothing? SAP, Todd, or whatever. you call it.
Yeah, fico.com.blogspot.com. This is my blog. I used to maintain it long time back,
So that's why.
You're blogged?
2006,
Mhm.
2006 and 7.
Fine, but
You guys probably were
I
in
think-
school tie and uniform,
that's-
taking a water bottle and going to school.
Hey, no, we don't.
Okay, so I used to, so it's a data migration plan.
Mhm.
See?
We were with our water bottle. You were talking about data migration plan.
Okay, here's the thing. See how to find all the tables for a field.
Oh my god.
How do they find it? See, to know which are the tables used, go to SE84, above dictionary, fields table, say numbering, whatever.
Mhm.
If you create a company code using okay, all this stuff. The interview question. See?
I had an interview today with the service people and told me the end of the first weekend. There were two guys in the company.
But anyways, let's go back to what we are discussing. Okay? Here. Correct. So why there are too many allocation methods? So today we are talking about periodic reposting, distribution, and assessment. Okay. And what do they do, right? Sender, when you allocate the cost, there's always a sender and receiver, correct? Why?
Because it's allocation, right? So you are allocating from one point to another. So
Hello? Yeah, who's this? Hey, yeah, Jayesh, how are you? Good, sir. What's happening? Yeah, everything's taken care, sir. I'll send you a copy by Tuesday, okay? Talk to you. Thank you. Bye. Mhm. Yeah. So why do you have a why you have senders and receiver?
because it's basically we're allocating from one point to another point, right?
Mhm.
So the cost is like they are going from one center, I mean from one place to another place.
Mhm.
So obviously there should be one sender and one receiver.
There should be one.
Sender and many receiver, it depends.
There should be only one sender.
Sender, there could be many. I mean, just there is a sender and the receiver.
And why you have sender and receiver?
Because they're allocating something from one point to another point, right?
Okay,
So there
got
is sending and
Got it. And then, so let's look at the periodic posting allocation of here. Okay, primary cost.
Mhm.
So you can allocate primary cost, and also secondary cost.
what is primary cost and secondary cost? And
Okay, then allocation with cost element, information report. You can only see the receiver object. You can see both sender cost object, receiver object. Here, we can also see sender cost object and receiver object. What are the sender cost objects? Okay, here periodic reposting could be used by order, cost center, activity type, cost object, WBS element. But distribution can only happen for cost centers. Assessment could happen for cost center activity type, in the receiver. Okay. So also receiver, who can receive this, right? Sender, there's one more thing missing. Who can receive this? But anyways, the question was, what is the primary cost? What is the secondary cost? Okay. What's the primary cost element? Yeah, what's the primary cost?
I think primary cost is the better.
No. So when you incur cost, right? Okay. In SAP, we have general ledger account. Okay. Then we also have cost elements. What about this? Cost elements. Correct. But yeah, so they have in general ledger accounts in FI we have what time is it? 40. Yeah.
Expense.
Yes.
So whatever cost we incur in the GL accounts, those all are primary costs. And when we allocate those costs to different department, then that would be our secondary. I'm trying.
Yes, that's right.
Right?
Yes, that is right.
Oh,
So your primary cost, okay, you incur cost.
yeah.
What's your source of truth?
Yeah.
What's your source of truth? General ledger accounts, right? You everything gets through GL. That's your gateway. That is what?
Yeah.
Yeah, with all the transactions go through GL. That is in FI. Now that that cost would go into cost and controlling. We have FI, we have CO, right? You follow me, Rekha?
Tell me one more time because my dog was barking. Sorry.
Okay.
That's why I put in a mute.
Yeah. So the question was, what is primary cost? What is secondary cost? Okay.
Mhm.
What is primary cost? What is secondary cost? Your FI is a source of truth. You create a purchase order, you post a good receipt, you get the expenses, right? You incur expenses. In financial accounting, you post to general ledger accounts. Okay. In controlling, the cost, okay, the cost part is dealt in controlling. That's called controlling, right? FI controlling. Controlling for costing, cost object controlling all this. The cost has to be transferred to controlling area, right? Then your GL account becomes cost element. Okay. Your same GL account is called as GL account in FI. In controlling, in CO, we call it cost element. We have to convert it as a cost element. Okay. That's called original cost element. So all the primary costs will be in the original cost element. Let's say in FI, any cost that you incur, it's all a cost, right? It's a primary cost. Okay. It could be direct cost, indirect cost. It's all primary cost.
That cost we allocate to all cost centers.
Right.
We call it as secondary cost. Whatever.
When the cost goes to them, it's called secondary cost. When you are sending cost to me, that's the secondary cost. Whatever you incur in my original cost center is primary cost. So that you can see the difference, right? Originally, my native cost center, what do you call that? Native cost center. What's your native place? Vijayawada. So in Vijayawada cost center, okay, whatever you have incurred, that is your native, the primary cost center. Okay. Somebody is throwing cost to you, that's becomes secondary cost. Secondary cost. So you can see what's my primary cost, what is secondary cost. Which one you can control. Okay. Primary cost we can control. Secondary cost, hey, why are you sending this much cost to me? Why? Show me a proof, show me a proportion, right? That's called primary cost and secondary cost, and that's why I use primary cost element and secondary cost element. Okay, primary cost, you have GL account. When allocate, use secondary cost element. That's something called secondary cost element that you create in SAP. Okay, same like GL account. You create them, but that won't be in the FI. It's only in costing, right? Second, because you want to use this controlling, you only do the allocation in costing, not in financial accounting. You don't do this because financial accounting is for external reporting, right? So you cannot play around with the numbers. But controlling is an internal accounting. You can do whatever you want, right? Clear? Where's the note here? Oh yeah, because no, it's not that. I think it's okay. It's been recording, right? Anyway, it was there in the recording. Okay, got it. So now, in cost object controlling, what's that? Share, new share, screen number 2. Share. Da, da, da. So when we say cost object controlling, okay, and we know what's the cost center for, okay, right? To capture the cost. All this SAP I can teach in one day.
when is that tomorrow or that?
I can do it today. Tomorrow I can do it. I can do everything today. You can actually keep it till in one day. It's okay. But why I'm sitting here?
Why I'm sitting here? Can I give interview today?
Hmm?
I'm thinking that why I'm sitting here.
Now if I ask you all, you will answer, right? Difference between cost center and internal order, right? Cost elements, secondary cost elements.
Actually, that's not it. What's the difference?
Yeah, I'm going to say that. So cost center, you know, right? To allocate cost, capture cost and allocate cost. And you distribute it, and assess it, repost it. Okay, to other cost center. Internal orders also do the same thing. It's also the same, but the only difference is cost centers are perennial. What's perennial? Perennial.
Lasting or existing for long. Okay.
That's all, right?
Okay.
Okay, so the cost center usually used for a long time. You don't, because you get the cost, you allocate the cost, you don't really open and close all the time. But internal orders, they have purpose. Okay. So for example, why use internal orders? Short-term project. In other words, used for short-term project. Especially in ISIT cost. Okay, in ISIT, you can run projects, right? The employee salary goes into cost center. So
it depends, right? Like when you allocate the cost for the telephone expenses, electricity expenses, that
my
comes
mind
under
went
the
blank. I keep thinking about name, Yamini. I'm retired. So when you work for a company, Yamini, so all the company is spending money, the salary and everything, right? Benefits. Your 401k. What's 401k? 401k, right? Pension plan, all this stuff. Right? Your vacation plan. All this expenses to the company, right? They all goes to your employee cost center. Go away. Or personal cost center. They all go to the cost center. Everything captures that. And the end of the day, end of the month end close, they will allocate all this under employees cost to whatever your ISAT is supporting all the departments, right? We are supporting the whole company, organization, right? They allocate. You keep this, you keep this. How do they allocate? Number of users. That's a driver, right? Proportion, right? Number of users. How many number of users we have in your department? How many number of SAP licenses we have? Okay. So I know a lady from Canada. She's a Punjabi. She works in business. I work with her very closely. That's all she does. Her job. That's the only thing she does. Globe IS. She's responsible for ISAT cost. Um, your employees, your insurance, your laptop cost, your depreciation, right? Everything. SAP licenses, because each license costs money, right? $12,000 per annum or $20,000 per annum, one license. So you will allocate all. And you all know what's a, can you tell her what's a blue collar and white collar cost? You know what's blue collar, white collar cost? I think I told you. Didn't tell you, or you're not here. Okay.
the white collar is the corporate.
Right? People, because a white blue collar means they have like a daily wages, factory worker. White collar is people, corporate, go to a nice, that's all. White collar cost. So they call it white collar cost, which is white collar cost, right? Right. So the reason I'm saying is all these words I will use in an interview. That's how I get a job. Okay. Right. So it's all real-time example. Right. So when you use the word white Holocaust, people know, oh, this girl read our book something, right? Anyways. So that's for long term, right? It's always there. Internal orders, on the other hand, it's a similar thing. It's almost similar. But the thing is, for short term, the only word they're looking for in the interviews, what is the difference between cost and internal orders? The only thing is cost and stress are recurring and long term. You can reuse it again and again, month after month. Internal orders are usually short term purposes. Okay, but they use all the time. But for example, in ISIT department, they run projects, right? Okay, instead of allocating cost to the cost centers, now they have a project. They dump into the project, right? They hire you. Let's say I'm a full-time salary. They call FTE. You know what's FTE? FTE, full-time employees. They call it FTE. I said 22 words. FTE. What's other? PTE. Okay. There's one more thing I said just now. I forgot to.
Is the part-time and the contract is same or different?
No different.
Part-time less than 40 hours, full-time 4 hours, contract for certain time.
Part-time is less than 20 hours a week. Anyways, so it's for when they're on a project. Okay, so let's say I'm a full-time employee. My salary goes to the cost center, right? Now, the company is hiring you to work on this SAP project. Okay, you are going to only work on the project, nothing else. So your cost can directly go there. Me as a full-time employee, maybe I'll work on multiple projects. Okay, what do? From the cost center, they allocate me by percentage of my timesheet. Okay, timesheet, that's why timesheet is very important. What did you do in a month? What are the projects you worked on? Okay, they allocate 20%, 20%, 20%. Right? Correct? So that's why internal project. So end of the day, the ISIT cost center should become 0. Right? Why? Why it has to be 0? Why it has? Why the cost center have to be 0? It's actually very important. Why the cost center have to be 0?
Cost center.
End of the month, the cost center has to become 0. Cost center reports, the cost center should not have any balance. Do you know why, Rekha?
Tell me one more time. Because
What are you doing? Today is your
My
interview,
dog,
not my interview.
because
Dog is not giving interview. We don't
no, because I'm here, so I don't want to put them in the cage. So they're just following, and anytime I try to talk and anything, they start barking. So if I don't move or anything, look, shh, the small one is just giving me a hard time. I'm sorry. Tell me one more time. I'm trying to make a note also. Oh, shh, shh, shh.
What I was saying is, yeah, the difference between cost center and internal orders. Okay, I was asking what?
Why the IS?
Yeah, why the cost center should balance? Why the cost center should have no balance? In the end of the month, why the cost center should not have any balance? Why? Yeah, did you hear me? Did you hear the question, Rekha?
I did. because it um,
That guy Monica's calling. Hello.
and is your the department. So what should be their balances? You know, that's not the financial transaction. Finance. I mean, that's not the primary financial transaction. So it should have the balances. It's already in your GL account.
but it's still the like what will happen, that was his thing, right? Why should we need to balance? Because of the, if there is a balance, then they cannot, like, because it's something you allocate for some project. If still that hasn't finished, you cannot move on, so that's why it has to be balanced,
No,
because it's a credit.
every month. See, cost center doesn't have debit and credit usually, right? We can
Right.
put one-sided entries, right?
Mhm.
It's internal accounting. The reason is cost center accounting is responsible accounting, responsibility accounting. Okay, I'm giving you money, $200 per month. Okay, you are responsible for it. End of the month, either you have to allocate the cost or give the money back. Correct? Or you can carry forward next month. Closing balance, opening balance. Correct? So that you know this is what I actually spent. This is how much balance I have. And you spend the money. This is my cost. This is her cost. This is her cost. You have to distribute to everything. Which you have to have zero. When you distribute to others, that means the responsibility I am actually giving to them. If I keep the money, I pay for the warehouse. I can spend because I write the check for the warehouse. Okay, what is my job? Am I getting income? No. Who's getting income? Product owners are getting income. Right? They're getting income. So I got to take the cost and throw it to them. Correct? That's why I'm called overhead. Somebody paying for the overhead. They don't get income. Sales make, the product owners, the divisional, the vice president, line of businesses, they make money. They get income. Right? I have to send the cost to them. Then they get divisional profit and loss account. Divisional P&L. Right? So the cost center should not have any balance. Period. If you have balance, that means it's a bad account. Who's going to own who's responsible for the cost, right? You left there. Who's responsible for that? Why the company is spending? What is the purpose of opening a company? No, they're a non-profit store, right? What is the purpose of a company? Right. Right. They have a set of established objectives. Okay, to provide service or goods or services to the customer. Could be profit or non-profit. Right. They have responsibility, right? Each has a responsibility for the money they're spending. Right. Even the government has a responsibility when they spend the money. So cost center accounting is called responsibility accounting. It's very important. You remember this. So at the cost end of the month, the cost center should not have any balance. It should be completely allocated. My cost center should become zero because I'm receiving when the money I'm spending, I'm not spending for fun. Okay, the company is spending money to sell, to make the customer happy, to return the goods, to service the customers. These are the company's objectives, right? So you have to allocate the cost to their function. That's why it's not zero. Okay, got it? Now internal orders. Internal orders used for short-term usage. Is for what? Internal orders for what? Short-term usage for a small project, short-term project. Okay, for example, let's say there's a promotion, right? I've seen like they have camps and tents, right? Tent shows, promotions. They give free cookies and free beverages. Those are promotions, right? Correct. So they set up this short promotion and they create internal orders to capture all the costs. And finally, they will sell to the cost centers. They will close this internal order. It's used for short-term project. Got it? Right. Correct. Now, the SAP project. It's a short-term project, right? Because there's no longevity. What is called? Longevity. Yeah. There's no longevity. It's a short, right? There's no longevity of the project. They run for 1 year, they bring all the consultants, they pay money and they capture the cost. They settle this, then finally cost to balance sheet. From there, they amortize every month.
Contract employee service comes under internal.
Goes to cost center too. For production support maintenance, right?
Why not full time?
No. So I'm hiring,
Specific area.
yeah, I'm hiring for production. I'm hiring somebody for doing production support maintenance. That is long. Projects are short lived, right? Production support maintenance always happen. Right? Always happen. So I will when I buy their services, when I book into the cost center. Got it? Good point. Okay. So functionality is very important. Okay. Functional understanding of why you use SAP, what is the project, this is very important. What's happening? Okay. So this is all about cost object control. Get out of here.
No.
So in controlling, right, there are three important pieces. One is the cost object controlling, which why overheads, then product cost accounting, okay, and sales order costing. Okay, in controlling, and yes, COPA. Now COPA is mostly used for reporting purposes. It's also COPA. Okay, and then now we will come back and still do the HANA stuff. Okay, new GL, classic GL, and S4 HANA. Okay. Hey, I need to do something. Rekha,
Okay.
we'll collect in maybe 20-30 minutes. Okay.
Okay. Then we need to
Put it
go
up.
over with that interview thing also. Like I want to
Exactly.
read it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
That work. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Our time.
Yes.
Keep the session open or you're going to come back?